This is Daily Armenia, CivilNet's daily news digest. Here's what's making headlines in Armenia today. Armenia's economy ministry has rejected opposition claims that hundreds of lorries carrying Armenian fruit were turned back at the Russian border, saying only 4 such cases were recorded this month. The dispute comes after lawmaker Garnik Danielyan shared a video on Saturday of long queues of trucks near the Upper Lars checkpoint on the Georgian-Russian border, alleging widespread denial of entry. It is obvious that the problem is not only economic. It has a political context, Danielyan said, accusing the government of downplaying the scale of the issue and warning that farmers were facing enormous losses. Danielyan claimed drivers were given no clear reasons for rejection, but suggested the issue was linked to phytosanitary controls. He also said lorries carrying construction materials had encountered unprecedented difficulties at the border. In response, Economy Minister Gevorg Papoyan dismissed the claims as panic spread by the opposition, pledging to publish official data. Today, Papoyan reported that 762 Armenian lorries loaded with fruits and vegetables entered Russia in August, with only 4 denied entry, and said that a total of 2,427 Armenian export lorries crossed the border that month, averaging 101 per day. Armenian trucks have long faced obstacles at the Russian border, often amid political tensions between Yerevan and Moscow. Earlier this year, Armenian brandy shipments were reportedly blocked in Georgia for over a month before the issue was resolved, according to Armenian officials. Pre-trial detention remains the dominant measure in Armenia's criminal justice system, despite reforms intended to encourage alternatives. Zaruhi Hovhannisyan, human rights activist, wrote in an article published by CivilNet today. Courts continue to rely heavily on detention, which critics argue is applied as a form of punishment, rather than a precaution. Courts overwhelmingly approve investigators' requests without making individualized assessments, Hovhannisyan warned, adding that alternatives such as bail, house arrest, and supervisory controls remain underused. This, she argued, has shaped public perception that detention is used as a tool of pressure and control within criminal proceedings, rather than as a genuine necessity. Official figures show that Armenian prisons held 2,686 people in 2024, including 1,401 pre-trial detainees and 1,285 convicts. The trend has been steady in recent years. In 2023, detainees outnumbered convicts, 1,317 to 1,152, and in 2022, 1,210 to 1,055. Armenia's 2021 Criminal Procedure Code introduced broader alternatives to detention, but human rights observers say implementation has lagged. You can also watch our weekly digest of business news in Armenia. The rating agency Fitch says a future peace deal between Armenia and Azerbaijan could improve both countries' credit ratings in the medium to long term. Meanwhile, Armenia's law enforcement has brought criminal charges against the former head of the now disbanded state-run investment fund and 2 of his associates. Follow the link below to watch the full digest. And finally, the CivilNet number of the day is 54,500,000. That's the amount, in dollars, earmarked for the construction of the new sports village for the Pan-Armenian Games on the outskirts of Yerevan. The government has granted land in Jurvesh to the World Committee of the Pan-Armenian Games for the project, which will be built in 3 phases. At full capacity, it is expected to create more than 1,200 jobs. And as always, please follow CivilNet for the latest news and independent reporting from our contributors on the ground here in Armenia.